Okay, so we're a little while later, and I've made the pieces for this. Basically, I welded up some square nuts. They're actually designed just to be welded, so they're square nuts that are supposed to be welded. They're weldable square nuts, and I weld those, tacked those to the back side of this thing. Checked fitment, everything looks good. I can bolt this thing all the way through, and also I can attach this. And then I started thinking about how we're supposed to use these aluminum panels to attach two sets of these chargers. And I realized if we have this piece on the bottom here, we're gonna need spacers either way. But then if they're attached to this, how does this attach to here? And it got a little bit worse, because if we have this thing attached like this, which it has to be, because right now when the charger goes up inside here, this clearance isn't enough for the charger to fit flat. So it would have to fit like this. Okay, well maybe you just mount it up like that. Well, we need spacers anyway, no biggie. Except, how do you mount those things to here? Do you mount the chargers to here first, and you mount this to the upper structure? You won't be able to get to it because everything's going to be in the way, because the chargers basically cover up the whole space. So you won't be able to do that. Or do you mount this somehow to the top and then try to get your hands around? Well, you can't do that because the space is so narrow in between these two sides, you can't get around it to put the hardware in there. So we're ditching the aluminum panels. Yeah. Luckily, there's enough room to put both chargers basically the same way the first set were. We're just going to use spacers between the chargers and the upper panel. And it'll be simpler, and it'll have more screws showing, but I'll just spray over them so people don't see them as much. I don't know. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we have some aluminum pieces that are extra now, and we'll use them for other projects, I'm sure. But yeah, we're going to get to it. So there you go.